Change is hard. When people go to the doctors and they're told that they must fundamentally change their lifestyle in the next 12 months, so whether that's lack of exercise, diet, drugs, drink, whatever it may be, they need to fundamentally make a change within 12 months or they will die. 70% of people are dead within 12 months. Can you believe that? So people would rather die than make a change. Now in business, that's even harder because making a change in a business sense might not be in an individual's best interest. So, for example, when I started UHY 3 years ago, kind of bringing in cloud accounting and new ways of processing, there was a natural fear amongst staff that they were going to lose their jobs because processing time was going to be cut, so what would they do with their time? So I've learned over this period the best ways to develop with that and work with businesses to help them manage change. And I think there are 5 key steps which I've mentioned before, and those are define the vision, build KPIs, build new processes, think about training and development, and then continuously refine the process. So today I'm just going to talk about the first one, defining the vision. And of all the 5 steps, that is easily the most important. If you cannot get buy-in at this first stage, you will be doomed to failure with any kind of change that you try and make. So I'm a firm believer in believing why it is you're doing it and why you're making changes. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big fan of Simon Sinek, What's Your Why? So I'm not going to rehash what he said, but I would say go and read that book and understand the why. And for me, I'm an accountant because I want to change clients' lives, help them sleep at night, help them make more money, help them get time back with the people that they love. That's my driver, and I feed that into the staff and share that vision, and cloud accounting is ultimately just a tool to do that. So on a practical level, things that you need to do. First of all, you need to get buy-in from the very top of your business. Often people hire these kind of change managers that are often middle management that get very excited about a change, but they can't get buy-in from the top or belief, and they don't get buy-in from the bottom, so they get very frustrated in the middle and not a lot changes. So you've got to get support from the person at the top, and they don't necessarily need to sing and dance about everything that's being done, but they do need to back that person with changes and support them and make sure that the message is coming across to the rest of the staff that they believe in what this person is doing. In terms of how that can be communicated, well, there's the standard internal emails, share those of successes, things that have happened, what's going to happen, internal meetings and presentations. When I started at UHY, I got a number of guest speakers that had kind of been there and bought the t-shirt that could help alleviate people's fears. Any kind of success is great, so we've got examples of where clients had got time back with their family. We get testimonials that can be very, very powerful, particularly video ones. We'd also got successes in terms of processing times and how things were developing. So as soon as we got small wins, those were celebrated. And what happens is you end up with pockets of positivity across an office, and you get people that share your vision and get it, and they are the people to hone in on and harness their energy and work with those more and get them bought in more and get them to start sharing their successes. So you start with small pods of success and it slowly breathes out across the office, to a point where you end up with, if anything, small pockets of resistance rather than mass resistance, and that is much easier to deal with. And certainly don't be afraid to celebrate your success. There's a quote from Brad Burton that says, "Never mute your own brilliance because it's too loud for someone else," and I'm a massive believer in that. Do not be shy about celebrating successes because it becomes infectious. There's no doubt that change is hard and it does take time. So again, when I started at UHY, the first 3 months, all our time and jobs went up, not down. Things got harder, not easier. But again, it's why that support from the top is so important to stick with it. Because if you don't, you'll get a project that starts and it's failed within a month or 2. You have to give big changes time and the appropriate backing. So defining the vision is so, so important. And I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on what's worked well, what's not worked well, and if you agree or disagree with any of my comments.